Sarah's hat. Sarah also has pants like this. My traditional shirt, though. Pillow talk. It's Monday. I am not dirty. I put on a temp tattoo that I hated, and I tried to get rid of it. And now
it was an electric drill that said baby.
I have no tattoos. Not even a
tattoo on your bum?
I dated a girl that had a tattoo on her bum.
You did not.
It was crooked.
Maybe her butt was crooked.
I can't remember. It was like a saying, like, fly me to the moon. I don't know what it said. And it was crooked. I don't think she watches this channel, so.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
But if you do, you know who you are.
I can't wait to ask you later who it is.
You know who it is. Guys, today we're talking about Dickinson, which is one of my... Now I'm just thinking about the tattoo.
You're thinking about her butt. That's
I am thinking about her butt right now. Before we start talking about Dickinson, which is like one of my new favorite shows, one of the things when I watch like period lesbian dramas is I'm like, there was a scene with Jane Krakowski taking a bath in a kitchen, and that was like a big thing back then. A tub in your house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, people must just be so stinky back then. You know what they could have used? Is some native deodorant, which is our sponsor this week. So these deodorants are aluminum-free, paraben-free, sulfate-free. We put so many terrible things on our body, in our body, and like deodorant you use every single day. The scents are the best part, I think. I got sandalwood and fig, eucalyptus and mint, and palm leaf and bergamot. I kind of smell like a candle all the time, and I love it.
My scents are, well, one, unscented, because you can never go wrong.
Bold to try unscented.
Lavender and rose, and then coconut and vanilla, because summertime is coming. One of the things that we love about it is that it's not sticky and it dries really quickly. So I can put it on and then just throw my shirt on.
I put my shirt on first, and then I apply deodorant.
I apply deodorant, and then I put my shirt on second. And do you know what I used to get when you put your shirt on? It like rubs as you're pulling it down. And then I'd always get deodorant on my shirt. But this one dries.
That's like, do you put your socks on first before you put your pants on? That's
you always put your socks on first.
I am the complete opposite of that. There are two types of people.
They have simple ingredients that like on here it says coconut oil, shea butter.
They're vegan and cruelty-free as well. I've been using these and I smell like clean and fresh all day.
I'll put this on in the morning and like I'll work out at 8 o'clock at night and it's still working.
See, I don't work out, so Sarah has tested the workout and it does still work. I can tell you it does work if you do nothing all day.
And Native has free shipping to the US, plus all of these countries it's available to ship to.
For 3 of them, they're about $36. But if you use our code, you get 33% off, brings it down to $24, which is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Dickinson is, I'm gonna just say, the true life story of famous poet writer Emily Dickinson.
It's gotta be 100% accurate. It's
funny. Really funny. And
it took me a little while to get into it.
You did not like it.
When I started season 1, I didn't like it. It wasn't very funny, but then they really leaned into the humor. Like, the more I watched
it. It's because Lynn Shelton finally directed an episode, and then she was like, guys, this is the tone. This show has made me want to reread, like I've ever read them. What makes me want to read Emily Dickinson poems, knowing now that they're most likely about a woman.
I mean, of course she's queer, like writing poems about women. How much gayer does it get? And she wrote thousands of them. Only a lesbian could write thousands of poems.
I think maybe she's bisexual because she kind of falls for Ben, who I liked Ben, but he did die, thank God, just to move him aside. How classy were they back then, though, to write these, like, beautiful poems to their crushes? Now we have, like, TikTok and thirst traps? She was like, hey, I'm not publishing this in the newspaper so thousands of girls will get in my DMs. No, she's like, this is just for Sue. Yeah. All of these are for Sue, and Sue can take it. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Thousands of poems maybe are too much.
Emily Dickinson isn't sending out videos of her like lip syncing Slumber Party, okay?
Slumber Party. Is it equivalent to an Emily Dickinson poem? That's really fun. I didn't know people did that.
Oh yeah.
I started watching it because I saw one GIF on Tumblr where they kissed.
That's how
I was
it goes.
like, that's it. That's all I need.
That is how lesbians find TV shows and movies.
2 seasons of this show now. But they kiss in the first episode, so they hook you. I also don't know if I just love this show or if I mostly love Haley Steinfeld and Ella Hunt.
I read this book called Sophistries, which is sapphic history.
Yeah.
But they were talking about how back in Emily Dickinson time, it was totally normal for girls to have like very, very close best friends that they would like have sex with. And that you would try and marry your girlfriend's brother so that you could just always be together. Really, if you were a lesbian back then, you'd do it.
Well, I have a question, okay? I've talked about this with my friend Rochelle, Justin's
I thought I was
sister.
your only friend.
I have 2 friends, that's it. Would you do that and marry a man and then his brother, whatever, however you're with this woman? Or would you be a nun?
We read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Which is so good.
Read it. 2 lesbians and 2 gay guys that would get married to like be with
Do that.
each other. Like,
You do
yeah.
that,
Oh,
yeah.
100% I would do that.
We talked about it. We would join a convent and just be gay in the convent and be so far removed
So not
from
get
men.
married at all.
No. Okay, let's talk about the finale of season 2, which I may have watched 4 times. Sue, who was kind of, this annoying straight girl for most of season 2. She got married, was depressed,
Yeah,
lost
wanted
a baby.
to throw like house parties and
Yeah, I feel like she's like a typical
Be a hostess.
straight influencer. Then you find out it's because she is so upset she could not be with Emily.
she's
Is so in love
madly
with her.
in love with her, and she can't have her.
I watched that scene so many times. Then they took a bath together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There was a whole montage of them being together. And now, what do you think season 3 is going to be? Because if it's like Emily and Sue sneaking around together, I'm fine with that.
Okay, well, TV shows love taking their time to bring lesbians together,
2
but
seasons, yes.
like wasting no time tearing them apart.
Yeah, because
I think this is going to be short-lived.
I feel like Austin and Sue might get divorced because they're not in love with each other.
They took their time with Emily and Ben, and then Emily and that like
The editor?
newspaper editor, whatever guy.
Yeah, that's true.
But-
So take your time with Emily and Sue.
Give us some more than one episode. God, it's like The Wilds. It was just like one episode.
Well, see, the Wilds, I'm like, I didn't understand why they ended up together. This I understand.
Yeah, 1,000 poems.
Makes
Yeah, right. Back then, Emily Dickinson wrote 1,000 poems to Sue. Now in The Wilds,
You can be mean to a girl, push her,
Tony
Off a cliff.
throws a branch in her face.
and then you just pick some lychees, and now you're together? No.
Alright, so thank you again to Native for sponsoring this week's video. And what did you guys think of Dickinson?
If you haven't watched it, please
Leave
go
a
watch
comment.
it. It's really good. It has kissy kisses.
And I started a TikTok if you want to follow. It's a portrait of a Sarah.
I am not in it.
Adrian, you make a cameo.
I might make a cameo.
You have a cameo.
I don't have a choice sometimes.
Thank you guys for watching Pillow Talk Monday.
And we'll see you next Monday.